What's good, everyone? Welcome to another video. So today I'll be talking about ghosts. There's no one. Ah! That was very bad acting. I'm sorry. I apologize. You had to see it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways, do you guys believe in ghosts? Personally, I am skeptical. I don't know. Maybe they do exist. Maybe they don't. Maybe that's why it's scary. Because I don't have answers. But being honest with you, I do get this eerie feeling whenever I hear, read, or watch anything related to ghosts. My brain starts playing tricks on me. I get paranoid about my surroundings, so maybe there is something, maybe there's not. So the first ever mention of ghost was done between 1276 BC and 1076 BC in ancient Egypt. Whoa, that's a long time ago. I wasn't even born. But I bet Morgan Freeman was still an old man. That's funny. Yeah. It was more funny during the first take where I just said it randomly. And this is my third take, and I don't think it's that funny, but I'm still gonna keep that in the video. Yeah. So, you believe it's a long time ago, like a long, long time ago. But why? Why does someone bring ghost into the conversation? Why does someone talk about ghost? Like, what's the point? What's the purpose? Like, I don't think someone would just, create ghost for the fun of it. I mean, yeah, the religions have been created, but ghost is an issue, right? Of course. Anyways, the scientific explanation for ghost is simple: hallucination. Yeah, that's it. They just describe, they just ended the whole conversation with one word: hallucination. That's that's crazy. Imagine someone comes up to you talking about ghosts and be like, dude, take your fucking pills, alright? But yeah, that's the scientific explanation: hallucination. And this hallucination can be caused by different things, like too much thinking and too much noticing. Like you look around yourself and you expect something to be there, and your brain will imagine it being there. That's what happens. Your brain fills spaces. So that's why when you're thinking too much, when you're trying to notice too much, your brain will create it eventually. So if you look at the corner of your room right now and you imagine a naked man, you'll see a naked man. The second is chemical reaction. Yeah, you inhale carbon monoxide, you inhale certain type of gas, and your brain starts playing, tricks on you. Your brain loses some brain cell, and yeah, you see some things. That's what it is. Or maybe your brain and your eye have a chemical deficiency, so you start seeing black figures. They don't exist, but because your brain and your eye are not well functioned, they're not well coordinated, you see black figures and you think that it's a ghost, but it's not. So, chemical reaction also plays a vital role in seeing figures and seeing things that are not there. Basically, you are nauseating and stuff like that. What you see is not there, but what you believe is also not there. It's your brain playing tricks on you because it is under the influence of chemicals or some deficiencies there in your brain. Stuff like that, chemical reaction that forces you or pushes you towards hallucinating. The third is grief. You are so sad that you hallucinate some things to satisfy your answers or your questions, whatever. And to be honest, I think I do have to agree with science because maybe that is true. The whole hallucination thing. I think that is true because, yeah, I think it's all psychological. So maybe there is some truth to it. Maybe most of it is true. I don't know. Maybe you just hallucinate because your brain is bored and it just thinks of it and imagines it and plays tricks with you. Yeah. Maybe that's that. And there were some really cool theories on Reddit too. Like one was something about brain frequencies, that your brain releases frequencies. So what you're seeing is actually a frequency of a dead person who was there before he died, and his frequency are just roaming, something like that. I think that was a really cool theory. One more was there. It was like negative frequencies, negative something like that. That the negativity is so strong that it stays there in a loop. It so something like that. I don't know, but it was a cool theory, I think, and maybe I think there should be more explanation to it rather than being it vague like hallucination. Yes, hallucination plays a like a important role in this. Like 99% of this ghost encounters or anything are probably hallucination. Yeah, but maybe just maybe 1% of it is true, right? Maybe there is some ghost, or there is something out there that we just don't know it yet, right? Like just because we don't know does not make it untrue. So if anyone comes up to you and talking about ghosts, instead of calling them crazy and telling them that they are hallucinating, try to understand them. Maybe they are hallucinating, but just try to understand it. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. I mean, I usually watch two channels only, Sam and Colby and Groovy Gavin. And my favorite is Groovy Gavin, to be honest, because I think his videos are real and authentic and natural. And when you look on the other side, Sam and Colby, I'm not saying their videos are fake, but they do seem fake, and it's always like too much noise, too much shouting, and it feels like they want to make their videos scary. Like they want to have some element to it so that the audience is grabbed or attracted towards it, something like that. Yeah, even if there's nothing happening, they try to elevate the situation. That's what I think, but I still watch them as an entertainment source. So yeah.